Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. So it's been almost 2 weeks since I made my last video. Like usual, I wanted to make it before, but just didn't get around to it just because of how things are, I guess. But I wanted to make this video a few days ago, but I waited, and now it's good because I have more things to talk about today. There's quite a few things I want to talk about today, so I don't know how long this video will be, but yeah, the first topic, it's been a hot topic recently, Squid Games. I sat down and watched the whole series yesterday. Almost the whole series. I watched all of it but the last 30 minutes or so. I watched that this morning. I fell asleep while watching it last night. But yeah, what a crazy TV show. If you don't know, it's a Korean TV show that's on Netflix original, I think, about contestants in a game show. Not a show, but a game. Maybe it's a show, that have to compete to win a lot of money, and they have to play children's games to do so. But if they lose, they die. It was pretty crazy. I was not expecting this story to be so, what's the word I'm looking for? Just deeply involved. It was a much deeper story than I thought or was expecting. I was expecting it just to be I don't know. I went in with not really knowing many details about it, but what a wild ride that was. I started the first episode yesterday. I was trying to write my report. I sat down, I'm going to write this report. And, all right, well, I need some background distraction. I turned on Squid Games, and, of course, it's in Korean, so I needed subtitles. Though I did study Korean, about almost 10 years ago? For a year. And I'm not great at it by any means at all. And so I could understand a few words here and there, but that's it. Just a few words. But barely. But yeah, so I needed subtitles. So yeah, it's okay, I'm gonna write my report. So I have 2 screens set up here. And on this screen, well, you can't see my screens, but on this screen I have my report, and on this screen I had Netflix running. So I was okay, I'm gonna write my report, read the subtitles, not writing my report. Oh well, that's how it goes, I guess. But yeah, so binged watched the whole series basically yesterday, and yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. It was good, but it wasn't. I don't know. I wanted more, but I wanted less. I don't know. They had a very crazy ending. I'm not going to tell you, of course. You should watch it yourself. Yeah, had a crazy and wild ending that I don't know what to make of it, to be honest. Very open-ended ending. But yeah, overall, I think, yeah, it was wild. Yeah, and then yeah. But yeah, I was surprised that the amount of the emotional roller coaster that it sent me through what, 9 episodes. Some episodes were really sad, really emotional. It was really good. But yeah, it was an interesting show, and I'm glad I watched it, but still don't know how much I like it or don't like it. I don't know. It's one of those things whatever. But anyway, speaking of my reports, I'm working on one right now, but I thought I'd take a break to make this video before I cook my dinner. Usually I'm cooking my dinner while I do this, but today I'm going to cook a quick dinner. I don't know what I'm going to cook. I have chicken and noodles and rice, and I don't know. I just ate a salad, so I'll figure something out. But yeah, I'm going to make a quick dinner after I make this video. But yeah, working on my report. I have 2 reports to finish by the 5th, December 5th. I have a presentation on Wednesday. And that's it for the semester. The presentation, no problem, I think. It's going to be super casual. My professor said we can be casual. We can have questions before, in the middle, at the end. We don't need a PowerPoint. We can have a PowerPoint. I think I'm going to make a PowerPoint quickly on Wednesday. Nothing too fancy. Or tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, and then the one report, I'm about basically halfway done with it. Basically halfway. Kind of. Almost halfway. But I'll finish it tonight, I think. It's not going to take me too much longer, I think. I just got to basically fill in the gaps of my outline. But yeah. Any other paper? Yeah, I'll start tomorrow night. Shouldn't take me too long. It's basically the same format. Excuse me. One's about reading and one's about writing. Just basically, it's going to be pretty much the same. Not the same, it's going to be very different because it's reading and writing, but the same format. So it should be easier to write, I hope. Sorry, I'm going to drink some cinnamon tea. But it's really hot. But yeah, got that to finish this week. What else? Yeah, and that's it for this semester. And then the next semester starts in January. I think the first or second week of January, I think. We'll see. But yeah. So we're almost there. We're almost done. And then on another topic, got a little bit. Not sure what to do. So as I mentioned a few videos ago, my shoulder has been bad for quite some time, and I finally went and got it checked out by a doctor. Before I was going to a chiropractor, and they really helped me a lot, but the pain was coming back again, so I decided to go to a doctor about it, a specialist. He's like, all right, let's do some muscle training, try to get your the muscles in the back, I forget the name of it, the specific muscle name, but to get them strengthened to see if that could help, because basically I guess my shoulders are kind of dislocated, but it's like back here, so it can pop out quite easily, and it's causing a lot of pain for my left shoulder. But yeah, I had my doctor's appointment for that, I think my third one after 4 months or so, and yeah, he basically said since the pain is still there, though my muscle strength has improved a lot, he was like, based on these numbers, it seems like you're constantly training it, and maybe constantly. I have the weights somewhere around here. Now I took a few weeks off because of getting the vaccine. My shoulder, my arm was quite painful, so it was difficult to lift anything for a little while. But yeah, so yeah, basically said my shoulder is getting stronger, but if it's not better, the next step would be surgery. Yikes. So he's like, you don't have to decide today. Think about it, think deeply about it, but keep training. I'm going to meet him again in 6 weeks. I think January 17th, I believe. Yeah. And then from there we'll talk again, see how it has improved at all or hasn't improved, and then decide if I want to get surgery. Basically, like, my shoulder's not bad enough that like I can't use it, but it's not strong enough to do a lot of stuff. Like, you know, like this camera, no problem to hold up like this, no problem. I guess actually, wait, how would I hold it? Like this, I guess, whatever. But like the lens that I want, that's like, you know, the big massive lens, yeah, it would be difficult for me to hold up for a long period of time. So I guess that's why I have a tripod, but whatever. But anyways, yeah, he's like, yeah, next step would be surgery, and I guess he would do it himself. The way he was talking, he would be the surgeon. And the way he explained it, basically just, I don't know. I guess basically just detaching the ligaments from the bone tightening them, but I guess that means just like cutting them shorter, I don't know, and then reattaching them to the bone and see if that works. He said in studies it does have, and it is what's the word I'm looking for? It has been clinically proven, I guess, to be good. That doesn't make sense. It helps, basically. But he's like, most of these injuries are from kind of like trauma or traumatic event or something, like getting hit by a car. I don't know, that's pretty traumatic. But anyways, some kind of like impact on a shoulder. And he's like, since you don't remember there being one, I don't remember. Anyways, at least from something, I don't know. This could be just like my natural position or posture or state, I don't know. So he said it might revert back to being not good again, but it would offer some short-term relief. So I have a lot to think about in the next 6 weeks. But he said the recovery time would be at least a minimum of 6 months. He's like, the first 6 weeks, I would need to keep my arm immobile, right? It would have to be in whatever position for 6 weeks, and then, but still wearing a what word did he use? I can't remember what word it was, but I'd be wearing like a sling, basically. I can't remember what word he used. I think for like up to 3 months or something. I can't remember now. Yeah. But to regain my full strength, or at least my normal strength, would be like a total of 6 months. But during that time, I would have very, very limited movement during that time, and that would impact my life a lot, especially since like I kind of have to find a new job here in a few weeks. That's another topic that's coming next. So I have to find a new job soon. So like trying to get a job while trying to nurse a shoulder back to good health would be quite difficult, I think. And it would limit my mobility completely. Like if I had to like, teach in a classroom or something, like if I got some kind of classroom job, I'd be just kind of like this the whole time, I guess. I don't know. He said I won't be able to play video games, which I did ask, not because I want to play games, but because I teach with Minecraft once a week. And we play Minecraft for our English lessons, and so I won't be able to play Minecraft for at least 6 weeks. He was like, impossible. Okay. So, okay, that's a lot to think about. I wouldn't be able to go cycling because I wouldn't be able to hold the handlebars very well. I mean, I could ride one-handed, but I have a road bike that's quite dangerous, and riding one-handed is dangerous to begin with. So, right? So I have a lot to think about. The timing, and then the cost of it. I mean, I do have health insurance, but I wouldn't know how much it would cost. So, a lot to think about over the next 6 weeks. But before that, I have to think about my job ending here in a couple weeks. I just checked today. It's 10 more work days. That's all that's left. Still not sure what to think about it. Still haven't quite processed it. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting the next 10 days. I guess a lot of students have been booking my lessons when they're available, if they're available, but that's another topic. Well, that might come later. But yeah, so excuse me. So yeah, got 10 more days of work. It's gonna be interesting. And then I don't think I talked about it in my last video. When was my last video? Was like just 12 days ago. So what's that on the calendar? Yeah, I also lost my other job. the bag selling job that I think I've talked about before. It was only once a week. But yeah, lost that job too. I don't think that was completely my fault at all. I think there's a lot of factors involved with that. A lot of factors. But that could be another topic for another video. Yeah, there was a lot of factors involved with that just weren't working out in my favor, I guess. I don't know, it was a good experience. I'm not upset about it. I'm not angry. It was a really good experience. But yeah, it was fun. I really enjoyed it. Maybe I could try something like that again in the future. I don't know. But anyways, I'm rambling on now, and I think I should probably cook my dinner so I can sit down and finish writing my report. Get that taken care of. But yeah, I have a lot to think about the next few weeks. A lot of stuff to think about. Think about the next plan of action on what to do. So with that being said, I guess my next plan, I think on Thursday, since I'm not working that job anymore on Thursday mornings, I think I might go to the zoo. Haven't been there in a while. Take some photos of some animals and whatnot. Yeah. So anyways, I think I'm going to end the video there, go make my dinner, because I'm getting a little hungry. So, alright, anyways, well, thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll have some happier news in the next video. See what happens. So, alright, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.